So we will.
Hey,
Okay, good. Okay, I think we're on air already. Hello, everyone. This is Hannah from Unique Access Medical and Epidural Stimulation Now project. I'm here with Ryan today. I think many of you are already following Ryan and know his story, but today we want to discuss a little bit about the treatment preparation, how it was before you arrived here, and how it is here, what we've done so far. So maybe to start with, Ryan, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself? Just introduce yourself for those of our guests who do not know you.
yeah, I'm Ryan Straschnitzki. I'm from Canada, and I was in a hockey bus crash and ended up getting a spinal cord injury. So, before I came here, I wasn't able to move anything below my chest, being a T2 incomplete spinal cord injury. And I've had positive attitude and hard work, along with support from around the community. So I think it's come a long way, and being here has helped.
Yes, yes. So it's been a year and a half, roughly, since your injury. How was um, how was your experience in Canada with hospitals, doctors? Is there a lot of awareness, or is
There,
it rather rough for patients?
it's tough for spinal cord injuries in
Yes.
Canada because our healthcare system is kind of lacking in that area, and
Mhm.
everyone's kind of treated the same, whereas each injury is a little different. So people need different care for certain things with spinal cord injuries, and um, I think outside of Canada, everything seems to be up to par and is really good. So I think it's a good wake up call for sure.
Okay, so you found out about epidural stimulation. I believe you met one of our patients, Dr. Ricci, at your physio center. So, were your initial thoughts when you learned about epidural stimulation? Have you heard about it from early after your injury, or this is something you discovered later on?
I found out through my physio place and Dr. Ritchie. I thought the science was pretty incredible. I've watched videos and testimonials, so it was pretty promising. So I didn't know it was in Thailand, but I'm happy I came, and it's been great ever since.
Okay, were you a little hesitant in the beginning? Did you have any fears or about coming here? It's pretty much the other side of the world, quite literally for you. So, how was it in your case?
Yeah, I was a little nervous at first. I mean, it's a long flight, and pretty far away for about 5 weeks, so a little skeptical on that. And I wanted to come in, when it wasn't too hot. 'Cause I know
Yes.
me and my dad can't really handle the heat too much, but
Yes, sure. Being from Canada, of course.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad I came now, and I haven't looked back since.
Okay, good. So you've been here around 2 weeks so far. So how is Thailand treating you? Is it like you've expected regarding the hospital and everything?
Yeah, I mean, so far so good. I mean, I haven't really been out to explore yet. I've been in here doing a lot of physio and mapping, but I know once my back is healed, I'm able to get out more. And I know there's a local hockey rink in Bangkok somewhere that I got
Yes.
invited out to go play that hockey.
Yes,
In,
yes,
so
we are hoping for that as well. I think especially working on your core control, this will be quite helpful for you going forward because I know it's your goal also to join the team and play ice hockey
yeah,
on sledge.
yeah, make
Yes.
the Olympic para ice hockey team in Canada.
Uh-huh.
So if I can get anything back, I think that'll be huge.
Yes, I think so. So since you came here, you've gained. It's still very initial improvements, but you've gained quite a bit. We have your hip flexion extension, knee flexion extension, and ankle as well. So how does it feel? What are your thoughts about it? Was it a shock for you to see it, even though you were expecting this?
Yeah, it was a huge shock and an eye opener for sure. I mean, I can't necessarily feel it happening, but I'm trying to send those signals down to my limbs to get them to go. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's about practicing, working on those
Yes,
muscles.
it is actually a complicated process. So we're in the middle of mapping now. It takes many hours. We're working with you maybe 4 to 6 hours every day. I know that you're expecting to do some more exercises by yourself and some more training, but it's difficult to squeeze in, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's tough. I mean, after mapping, after a long day, you're kind of tired. So normally I would go work out or lift weights,
Yes.
but again, I got to watch out for my back, and
Okay.
at the same time, I'm pretty tired too.
Yes, yes. So the mapping team is quite strict with you.
Yeah, very
Okay.
strict.
All right. Okay. So, in terms of your goals, I know core is important, but is there anything particular you expect from the treatment?
Just to get as healthy as I can. And
Yes.
I know there's a person here who was able to stand up on his own with a walker.
Yes.
So I think that's something to look towards and set my goals towards. So if I can manage to do that by the end, then I think I'm pretty happy with myself.
Yes. I think next week we will be planning to start the stepping program with you. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Yes, yes. I think it's gonna be again. It's a lot of work. Many hours every day we will be spending working on the mapping and device programming. But towards the end of your stay, we should be able to see a good range of improvements, which are very functional for you. So. Yes, there are several things we want to focus on. Other than the mobility, there are a range of other improvements. I think today is your last stem cell injection.
Yeah.
Uh, how was it for you? Were you scared?
I was a little scared. I mean, I'm not a fan of needles, but I got it done, and so far so good.
Yes, the good thing it's safe. It's we don't expect anything in terms of side effects other than maybe a mild headache. So at the end of the day, this is something that can help you with your sensory functions, your bowel and bladder. So at the end of the day, it's definitely worth it to give it a try. Yeah. Do you? We don't seem to get it any questions, but please, everyone, feel free to ask us questions. Is there any message you would like to convey to other spinal cord injury patients in Canada and all over the world watching you?
Yeah, I've received a lot of questions on my social media,
Okay.
and I wish I could answer them all, but I think coming here, doing this epidural stim here in Thailand has helped tremendously, and I know it's going to impact my life positively in the future. So, if they have any questions, I think this is the place to reach out to, and yeah, this is awesome.
Yes. So after the initial 5 week with us, there is a lot of physical therapy and exercises going forward when you go back to Canada. So you're ready for this and um,
Yeah.
ready to rock when you're back.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Good. So there are sorry. There we have one question about how the procedure is done. So, Gina, this is a neurosurgery. We're actually implanting a small electrode connected to a battery computer into Ryan's body, into the patient's body. It's below the injury level. So the general mechanism of how it works, it's the electrode is recognizing the signals from the brain that are, of course, because of the injury, not strong enough to cause any functional movements. And then the small computer inside the body is amplifying it to deliver it back to the nerves, supplying to the legs. So at the end of the day, we are hoping to see voluntary movements. In the beginning, the control is something we need to work on. So it's ups and downs, but with a lot of training, a lot of exercises, we can achieve good results in terms of muscle control and voluntary functions. So this is what the epidural stimulation is about. What's the difference between the procedure Ryan did and the stem cell procedure? Higher shell. So actually, the epidural stimulation is a surgery. Uh, this is the one for the voluntary movements. Stem cells, we use it as well. We consider it to be a supportive treatment. So as much as the device helps with the motor functions, it does not do tremendously much for the sensory functions. So this is why we use the stem cells alongside the surgery, just to make sure we try to target all of the areas that need improvement. So yeah, I hope this will be quite important too. We've seen many patients actually getting their sensation in bowel and bladder back, some sexual functions as well. So this is what we're aiming for with the stem cell treatment, and of course to speed up the recovery is another thing. It's like a booster for the overall recovery. Does anyone has any more questions? I think not that many questions anymore.
No,
Yes.
yeah.
Uh, well, So okay, being in Thailand another few weeks,
Yeah.
then you're returning back. So when do you think you will be able to start sports again?
I want to
What are the
say
doctors saying?
I want to say as soon as my back heals up, so
Yes.
hopefully another week off, and then
Yes.
right back to it.
So when are you planning to visit the ice rink here?
Maybe sometime next weekend.
That would be
I think
great.
that'd be really
Yes.
awesome.
Do you already feel changes in your core control, sitting balance?
Yeah, I think along with the epidural stim and physio, I'm able to balance myself a little easier.
That would be very useful for that, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be one of the most useful things. Okay. Is there anything else you would like to add?
No, I just want to thank them for doing this whole surgery, and I'm very grateful to be here.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. So next week we will be back for an update. Hopefully, we will be able to share the updates from Ryan's first stepping sessions. So we're all very excited about it, and looking forward to see more improvements in your case. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.